Hello viewers and welcome to this week's streaming. The second episode wasn't meant to be back to back on the channel, but either way, there's lots of content on the way and it's just taking a bit longer this week than expected. So next week you'll have a bumper batch of content coming on the channel, lots of videos between now and then. This was my second week streaming, properly getting into a scheduled streaming on Twitch, and again really enjoying it this week. I started off with more WRC, again just really enjoying playing WRC at the moment, testing and refining the settings on the DD Pro wheelbase that I'm testing, and of course an unboxing and review video on that wheel will be coming shortly in the next week or so, once I've tested all these different games. So I tested a fair bit more WRC, and again integrated my handbrake, which is working really well. Wow, just loving it so far. I also tested on a bit of Dirt 5 on the PS5. We had the update this month, the free upgrade this month on PlayStation Plus, so ran a bit of that, which runs really nice. I might run more Dirt 5 on a few streams actually. It's running so well on the PS5. It's amazing how well optimized it is for these new consoles, and it still looks great inside the car. It just feels good driving around from the cockpit view as I have it. I also downloaded a Dirt Rally 2, just have a little test on that. Initially ran into some road bumps on that, had a bit of help from a rain dancer of the barrel rollers community, and these guys are hardcore on Dirt Rally all the time, and it was really appreciate his help in and advice in getting the wheel set up. This used the compatibility mode on the wheel, and it was good to test the PlayStation compatibility mode on that, and though it was initially a struggle, we did get there in the end. I did initially mess up my own wheel settings, which I can say created some frustration for me on the stream, because I just got my wheel set up perfectly for the WRC esports, only to mess all my wheel settings up trying to set it up for Dirt Rally. Occasionally you do have like the S1, 2, 3, 4 whatever on Fanatic wheels, so you can have different settings, but unfortunately changing from one mode to another got a bit confused, and I've sorted it out since. I've since found out that when you move from setting 1 on purple PlayStation mode to setting 1 on blue PlayStation compatibility mode, that some settings change and some settings stay the same. So I had looked at a setting that was the same, thinking it had crossed my wheel settings over when it hadn't. So little thing there, I'll note all of this for the review. I've got to test it more in other games. I then went on to Tuesday, so that was the first day. Good fun, technical things, but I know that as viewers watching streams, it's always good to encounter technical problems and to see me getting frustrated with equipment and understanding how to get around it and getting there in the end. On to Wednesday, and I started my stream with a sea of technical problems. Cameras not working, various other equipment not working. It was a bit of a nightmare of a stream. I got to a point where I was almost going to cancel the stream, and then I thought, well, my Mega Drive setup on my Retro Freak is working. Let's just play a Mega Drive game. Let's just salvage something from the stream. And I played a bit of Gynoug on the Mega Drive, which was a game I got for my birthday back in 1992. Goodness me, 30 years ago this year. And thoroughly enjoyed it. Ended up getting to the final level in 1 credit. Amazing. It's like muscle memory. No idea how I did it. Thoroughly enjoyed playing through it again, and it turned into a good fun stream. So that was great. And then from there, I decided to test some other things and then get onto Super Hang-On the Mega Drive. Why not? It's always nice to jump back to Super Hang-On. Such a super challenging game. It doesn't matter how much you played it. I mean, I never completed the expert stage on Super Hang-On. It was always so difficult. Well, if you made one mistake, it was over. Just one mistake, and it's so randomized with the bikes coming towards you that your chances of avoiding those bikes are nearly zero. And there's also taking to that the slight lag in control, where when you move the stick there's a lag to the animation of the rider. All these things combined mean it's absolutely hard as nails, and yet I still thoroughly enjoy it in its own way, and I finished the stream and wanted to play more. So a good fun stream despite the technical woes. After the stream I turned my PC off and turned it on again, which I did earlier in the stream, and this time it fixed everything. So there you have it. But I actually did do a fair bit more actually, and had to do a bit of a cleanup of various different drivers and files and reinstallations and everything like that, and I've made some progress. So that should be fixed for the future. There is still work to do. There's always technical things behind the stream, but my streams are lots of cameras, quite complex. I like to make it as professional as possible, but in a fun way that makes it enjoyable for you. And right now I'm working on stuff that you guys can do in terms of interacting with the stream. On to Thursday. What do we do on Thursday? I think Thursday I just ended up feeling, let's just have a retro day. I was feeling a bit tired. Just wasn't up for the whole sim racing side of things that day. I've got a lot of other driving stuff to do outside of the stream. I kicked off with a bit of Truxton or Truxton on the Mega Drive, it's known as in the UK. Had a good run on that, and there was a Kickstarter on a Truxton film, and I decided to back that as well. I got inspired playing Truxton again. It reminded me back in 1991 going to shops and playing it when I couldn't afford the game, getting that game for Christmas in 91, along with Strider, Avenger Shinobi and Sonic the Hedgehog, and just playing it and playing it and playing it, and still going back to it today, and it regressing me to what, no matter what I feel about different things or my journey in the industry, it takes me back to where it all started. It renews that passion, and it certainly has renewed my passion for retro gaming. Of course, again, racing. I've never streamed without a bit of racing on every stream, and ran a bit of Ridge Racer 6. Again, running on the Xbox Series X, made a bit more progress on that. It's funny, when you're working your way through the game, it's not the most exciting game to stream. I realised that colour-wise, it's a little bit drab compared to obviously Ridge Racer 7, and also I'm at that midpoint in the game where the cars are quite slow. You need to play it for sort of 3 or 4 hours at least, maybe 5-6 hours before you get to faster, more challenging cars. So it's literally me just winning race after race after race after race until we can get something with some challenge. But from time to time I will play it, put an hour in here, an hour in there, and gradually work my way through. And deep down I enjoy it, and I think it's about me playing the different games that I enjoy on these streams to keep it fun. And of course you'll have all the new release stuff on there as well anyway. And then finishing off, I ended up doing a bit more Truxton Tatsujin again. I was bitten by the bug. I knew I could get further into the game, and I thought, let me just play some games. Let me just play some games for me, because I want to play games. I want to enjoy the games I want to enjoy, and I just want to show you guys occasionally other stuff I like to play. But in general, the Monday, Wednesday, Thursday always focus on racing, and the retro and other stuff will usually be on other days. But some days I just feel like playing this stuff, and I'm going to stream that because why not? So I also I'm looking at things where you can interact on the stream, where you have points that you earn as you do actions on Twitch. And I thought, well, why not have a redemption where I become the games master for an amount of time. We've got one redemption where I sing Daytona USA. My singing is not good, but anyway, I sing that, and we've got I'm going to add another one for games master and a couple of other things as well. So I'm going to leave you with the games master now, just testing it out. I get into character. I'm proper method when I run this stuff, playing live, talking rubbish live, and enjoying what I do. But another great week. Next week again. Busy, don't know what I'm doing. We'll know when we get there, and the streams will eventually get more organised as time goes on. But that's it from me for now. As ever, more soon. Here I am playing the game, and I'm going to show you how it's done. Look at this. You go normal because you don't go hard. Mere humans can't do hard, of course. And of course, when we go into the game, I'm trying to concentrate and look directly at camera and somehow use my incredible gaming skills. Now, you see, if I don't die, it just looks effortless. So now and again, because you're mere humans watching this, I understand. I have to die sometimes and pretend I'm inadequate like the rest of you. But of course I'm not. I'm perfect. I'm the games master. And here we are then on Truxton, a game for the Mega Drive released in
1988 originally. That's long before many of you were born. Of course, if you're old enough, then you should know better, and you shouldn't be watching me right now. No, you should be off doing something sensible with your life. And there we are. We're just going to kill those. And unfortunately, my effortless skills and knowledge of games decided to take those apart. So as we progress now through the world of retro, you can see here Truxton action all the way. And nothing had stopped me at this stage. I really do feel that maybe I should find something more challenging and intellectual for me at this age. But my computer brain continues to treat me well as I work my way through over the blue bit and the blue graphics, which of course, as we know, was state of the art in 1988. Now, if many of you with non-computer minds, and like my own obviously, would have been awfully impressed with the scale and the state of the graphics that you're seeing here, only in Japan. I would love to have been in Japan at that time. Of course I wasn't, I was elsewhere, but had I been there and seen these graphics, who knows what it could have done to my mind. Quite possibly I would have been closer to the lawnmower man in terms of my own evolution. I certainly would have had more hair. So as we progress through the shades of blue, indeed, as you can see, there we are, tanks. They fire bullets, but effortless dodging of the bullets, and we move through there into,